to go are. Now, in 2007, we're going to the northern latitudes with a static lander, a lander that will take us to the surface in a place where we know is very rich with ice, that is, water in the form of ice that is frozen under the surface. It will help us to study the weather at this location, the climate. It will also carry instrumentation that can do chemistry analysis of the soil on the surface of Mars at this location where we believe is very ice-rich. This is very important because we can now start looking for evidence of carbon compounds or organics, once again indicative of life-friendly environments or places where some of the key ingredients for life to exist. In 2009, we will be ready to send to the surface of Mars an analytical laboratory, a laboratory that will have instruments that go much beyond those that we have on the Mars exploration rovers. It's a big job for a big laboratory that we hope will be enabled by nuclear power, and will have the ability to move around and be very selective as to the soils and the rocks that it studies, brings them on board, helps us analyze in detail what the composition is, especially to answer the question of life. Then in 2013, we'll be ready to go to the surface of Mars, gather carefully selected samples of rocks and soil, put them in a carefully hermetically sealed container, bring them to the surface, and head back home so that we can study it in Earth laboratories. And from there, now we're ready to expand into exploration, get ready for humans to visit Mars. But before we get to that stage, we of course have to learn a great deal about the safety of the environment and develop the technologies and capabilities that are necessary to support such an endeavor. It's a high-risk mission. We need to learn a great deal about the radiation environment, how to protect the astronauts and take care of them on the trip that will last several months. And once they get to the surface, we get to experience real-time what the environment in Mars may be like, conduct scientific investigations in great detail, starting to set up stations that will allow us to extend the stay on the red planet and head back home.
Thank you very much, Orlando. That's so exciting. Can you imagine bringing back pieces of Mars and we'd be able to study them here on Earth? So we've talked about the spirit of St. Louis and the X Prize and the future of space exploration. Now let's talk about the spirit and opportunity. The Mars Exploration Rover mission has found the holy grail of Mars exploration. New views and amazing images backed up by physics and chemistry showing that there was once liquid water on the surface